Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Rajul Gupta and today we are going to discuss the very first chapter of geography of class 8. So the chapter is about the resource. So basically what is the meaning of resource? See, resources are the things or everything that is available in the environment is known as resource, right? So everything which is available in our environment which satisfy the human needs is considered as a resource. But there are some of the conditions regarding this, like it should be technologically accessible, culturally acceptable and economically feasible, right? Then there are different types of resources. First is natural resources, then we will have the man-made resources. So first we'll talk about the natural resources. The natural resources, as the name suggests, natural. So natural means the resources which are given by nature. So natural resources are those resources that exist without any actions of human or mankind. These includes the characteristics like magnetic, gravitational, electrical properties and forces, etc. There are some of the examples of the natural resources. First, vegetation, animal, soil, mineral, water. So these are the natural resources. Resources which are given by nature. So these are some of the examples of the natural resources. Some animals like cow, goat and buffalo, and some of the birds also um, gives us few things which are helpful to humans. Next we have is the types of resources. So basically the natural resources are divided into two parts. First is renewable resources and another is non-renewable resources. See, renewable resources are the resources which can be renewed, which can be replenished and which can be reproduced again and again. But non-renewable are the resources which cannot be renewed in future. Then next is, here is a detailed explanation of the renewable resources. Renewable resources, I just told you, these are the resources which will be renewed or replenished quickly. For example, solar energy, wind energy, and you can take the example of the water also, which is unlimited renewable resource, but there is a shortage and we can say scarcity in the western part of India, so we should take care of this problem. Then we have the non-renewable. Non-renewable is which cannot be renewed and which cannot be replenished in future because they already took so many years to form, like coal, petroleum, fossil fuels, etc. Then we have here is the example. Here are the examples of renewable and non-renewable. So you can see in renewable there these are the windmills and below that solar panels are there, and in non-renewable coal and petroleum. Next is the man-made resources. Another category is man-made resources. So man-made resources, as the very name suggests, man-made. That means resources which are made by humans, which are made by men, right? To to provide the utility and to give the value to our lives. For example, we use metals, wood, cement, sand, and solar energy to make buildings, machinery, vehicles, bridges, roads. So they become man-made resources, and these all are created by humans. They do not occur naturally. For example, roads, almiras, machines, or any equipments, vehicles, etc. Here are the examples of man-made resources. You can easily see cars, uh, TV, or air conditioners. Then we have the human resources. So human resources are the most important asset of any of the country. See, humans play a very important role as we are the productive ones who will contribute a lot in the development of our nation. So people must have the knowledge, skills and motivation to become productive. With the help of technology, skills and knowledge, human beings have the ability to produce more resources, and we are the people who constitute the population of our country. So these are, humans are the most important resources for the growth and development of a country. So sometimes natural substances become resources only when their original form has been changed. Iron ore was not a resource until people learned to extract iron from it, right? So this is one of the example. See, we have the raw material, but who will convert this raw material into finished product? We only, right? So people use natural resources to make buildings, bridges, roads, machineries, vehicles, which are known as human-made resources. So basically, this fourth point is the basic meaning of human resources. It refers to the number and the abilities of the people. Though there are different views regarding treatment of humans as a resource, one cannot deny the fact that it is the skills of human only that will help in transferring or converting the physical material into a valuable resource that we all are using, right? Next is conservation of resources. So it is very important to conserve resources, like in when you go in higher classes in 9th or 10th, you will read in geography that why conservation is important, and it is a saying also given by Mahatma Gandhi ji that for everybody's greed there is enough. uh, so resources are available, resources are there, but it does not mean that you will waste it or you will destroy it. We should preserve it for the future generations also. So there should be conservation and the protection of those resources. To fulfill the needs, people are destroying, people are exploiting in many ways by human activities, or due to human activities, due to the selfish greed of human beings. Human beings are destroying the resources, but we should not do like this. We should use them judicially or in a proper manner. Next is, what are the steps to conserve the resources? So what are the steps? Basically, we should reuse the processed goods like empty bottles, can, old clothes, etc. We can reuse, recycle the waste materials like polythene bags, bottles, and furniture. We can reduce the misuse and wastage of paper as trees are cut for manufacturing paper. Stop unnecessary use of electricity when not in use. Stop or switch off the lights, switch off the buttons, or switch off the taps if not in use. Use Don't use bike, walk if you are going to the nearby places, and use bicycle as much as possible. Avoid the private vehicles to reduce the congestion on road and pollution. And or see, conserving itself means saving. So to save natural resources, the three main important concepts are three R's. That means first is reduce, second reuse, and third is recycle, right? So these are some of the steps to conserve the resources. Now the last topic is the sustainable development. So basically, what is sustainable development? What is sustainable development? See, sustainable means the things which are present now should remain in future also, or should be there for future generation also, right? So sustainable development is the development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future generations to meet their own needs. It is more just the about the government. And what is the main goal of sustainable development? The main goal is to end poverty, to protect our planet, and to ensure that all the people, all the citizens of our country will enjoy peace and prosperity, right? So here I just thank you for subscribing, and hope you listen, and hope you like this channel, and hope you like this video. Kindly like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.